The brand of politics that you just mentioned, just take care of the Malays and then we'll win the whole thing. And you say that's wrong. But there are groups that are still going against the tide, bringing the Malays backwards. Melayu terancam, Islam terancam. But they're actually taking the Malays backwards and not being in the strong position of forming a government. What do you think that the current government should do, or UMNO should do, to educate the public, educate the Malays especially? Because the opposition is playing the game of AMDA. But when they were together, that's all right.
It's actually like this. We have been an enemy to the AP, for example, for
Right.
58 years.
Right.
All this while, especially during Mahathir tenureship as the president of UMNO, he have already brainwashed UMNO members, saying that the AP is anti-Islam, the AP is anti-Malays. But at the end of the day, before the existence of the words AMDAP, that's already passed up.
Right.
That's already bersedap.
Yes.
And during Mahathir's tenureship as the chairman of Bersatu,
Right.
they are together with the AP. There's nothing wrong with the AP at that time. Even Haji Hadi called Lim Guan Eng as Khalifah Umar bin Abdul Aziz. The AP is okay when they are with the AP.
Right.
But when we are with the AP, you have to remember, why were we with the AP? It's because the decision made by the Malaysian public.
That's right.
It's not what we want. We want to rule this country with a single party, Barisan Nasional.
Right.
PH want to rule this country as PH.
Yes.
Perikatan Nasional, they knew that they couldn't win the election.
Right.
They expect that they can get people from BN to support them to be the government.
Right.
That is PN. But you have to understand, last election, we are against Pakatan Harapan.
Right.
We are not with the AP.
Yes.
And yet, the Malays voted for Barisan Nasional is only 33%. With that numbers, do you think BN can ever be the government again? No way.
Right.
Even the Malays, 67% did not vote for us. So for me, when the Yang di-Pertuan Agong, the 16 Yang di-Pertuan Agong, advised Perikatan Nasional to join with Pakatan Harapan to form a unity government.
Right.
If let's say at that time, there's a little bit of Malayness, if at that time, Haji Hadi and Muhyiddin
Right.
put Islam and Malay as their priority,
As they claim now.
as they claim now, definitely at that time, MPs from PN and PH will be more in the parliament.
Right.
155.
To form the government. Yeah.
More than 2/3 majority.
Right.
And 2/3 from this 155 are Malays and Muslim.
Right.
So it's going to be a very strong Malay and Muslim government.
Right.
With 1/3 of non-Muslim.
Right.
But they rejected the offer from Kebauduli Tuanku because Muhyiddin only want to be the prime minister.
Then what's the point of screaming now that we need to have perpaduan ummah and things like that?
That's the problem. And you have to understand, if let's say at that time, Muhyiddin managed to be the prime minister with only 115 votes.
Right.
115 parliament members.
Right.
The Malay will suffer because we will not have 2/3 majority. The investor knew that anytime the government can collapse, and then our BSKL index will fall, our currency will fall, our growth will fall, and definitely our unemployment rate will increase, our crime rate will increase, and the Malays will be those who suffer most. This is what we need to educate the Malays so that the Malays will understand.
Right. Right.
To make sure we safeguard the Malays, we must have a multiracial government.
All right, based on what you just said,
Yeah.
it looks like UMNO and Barisan Nasional, UMNO especially in the government, has actually reset itself to the current reality of politics. That means it's no, like what you mentioned just now, there's no longer you're going in solo and get it all.
No.
So there's no longer a political reality
Yeah.
in Malaysia.
With only 33% votes from the Malays, if we plus 11% votes from the Malays, which Pakatan Harapan managed to garner during the past election, and with the solid support from the non-Malays, we can easily win the next election. And any political parties, our main target is to win the next election,
Right.
so that we will have the power. Because with the power, only with the power, we can take care of the Malays. We can take care of Islam.
Right.
We can take care of the position of Malay rulers. We can take care of everybody in this country, no matter what race, what religion you are.
Right. Based on the success story of Barisan Nasional, 60 years, and we just discussed that Kerajaan Perpaduan is actually a reflection of what Barisan Nasional was and why they were able to rule the country for a long time successfully. Now, the current political reality with PHBN together and with the Kerajaan Perpaduan, which basically is a model of Barisan Nasional, this concept and the support that the government is getting currently, I think it scares the opposition that they can never win again. What do you think?
At this moment, the opposition already realized by hook or by crook, they cannot wait until the next 16th general election.
Right.
That's why they are trying their level best to topple this current government.
Okay. They're getting desperate day by day.
They are very desperate. Due to the nightmares they are having now, they are trying their level best to influence, especially the MPs from Barisan Nasional,
Right.
to join them. They knew that they cannot appoint a new prime minister.
Who's their candidate anyway?
I don't think they have